Hello, my name is Brianna Ragland. I'm a student at UTSA and I'm going to be analyzing this photo from the women's suffrage movement. With more than 5,000 people participating in this march, this is a picture of the largest suffrage event in US history. Thousands of dollars were raised to bring people from around the country to Washington where the march was held. They're currently in front of the Capitol at this moment, and the entire march took place where the inaugural parade would be. The National Agency of Women's Suffrage Movement and Alice Paul played a large role in the creation of this march. Alice Paul joined Nassau in 1910, and she pushed to change their tactics to be bold and active. Alice also pushed to keep Black women from participating in this march out of fear that less white women would show up for the cause. But women of color like Ida B., lawyer Marie Louise Bottineau Baldwin, and a member of the Turtle Mountain No Band of Chippewa Indians went against her beliefs by marching alongside the white woman with Nassau support. This is an example of minorities being shut out to give the best odds to the majority. The march took place one day before President Woodrow's inauguration for increased publicity, which was extremely effective. Woodrow was not initially in support of giving women the right to vote, but as the National American Women's Suffrage Organization kept consistent contact with him, his views changed, which is an impact that Nassau had on many other political leaders. When this march occurred, most Americans still held the belief that women should not be able to vote. So the people who came to watch the march were there to intimidate the women. There seems to be people leaning out of their windows in the background. They could simply be onlookers or also attempting to intimidate the marchers. There's also American flags hanging by two of the windows. The cart in the center says, "We demand an amendment to the Constitution of the United States enfranchising the women of this country." This means that they wanted the Constitution to be changed to give women the right to vote. There's a second banner above the first. I can't completely make out the words, but it contains "Women and Vote," which follows their usual rhetoric. The woman on the horse seems to be wearing a cape, which could be to invoke the feeling of a hero. This is lawyer Inez Milholland. She was a famous advocate for the women's suffragist movement. Her stance on the white horse became an iconic image, and she was an inspiration for the creation of Wonder Woman. Lawyer Inez was a member of the NAACP, so I wonder if she stood against Alice Paul's views or if she decided to stay quiet to protect her existing privileges. This was a great feat, but it's awful to see another instance of growth that people of color were excluded from, and the praise that oppressors get when so much more could have been offered. The five marchers in the back, all the marchers in the back, and the woman on the horse is dressed in white. They were encouraged to wear white as it is one of the women's suffragist colors, which are yellow, white, and purple. Seeing as the person standing next to the horse is not wearing white, this could be law enforcement. Although their purpose was to protect women from harassment, many officers stood by while the women were endangered. Many of the marchers were forced to go to the hospital because of their injuries. Their lack of protection led to increased sympathy for the cause. Their outfits are bulky and seem to be heavy, which could be for warmth. The bare trees show signs of winter. The beauty of the construction of this march increased its popularity. The march was purposefully made to be intricate and pleasing to the eye for this reason. This march sparked the beginning for a new type of protesting, and it gave women a stronger stance in politics.